Om Shanti, everyone. My name is Sakona, and I am new to the Yoga Parkside community and bringing a new style of yoga to Yoga Parkside that I'd like to share with you all. So I am currently in process of receiving my 500-hour certification from Sri Dharma Mitra. And Sri Dharma Mitra is a guru in New York that has been teaching for over 50 years and has divinely realized all of these techniques of yoga. He has taught thousands and thousands of teachers, and he's often very reverently known as the teacher of teachers. We often like to go to Dharma to learn lots of tricks that we can do with our body, but ultimately we all just want to sit at the feet of Dharma and feel his presence. Dharma's presence is compassion. That is what he embodies. He embodies the truest level of compassion that I have ever felt in my life. He, not just to his students, not just to his family, but to all beings. And that is what he teaches in his class. It's not so much about what the tricks that we can do are. It's not about the poses, which a lot of yoga these days are about poses. It's about how do we live? How do we live with an open heart? How do we live in the truest version with the deepest amount of respect and love for everything everywhere? And that is what you get in a Dharma Yoga class. The classes of Dharma Yoga the postures can be a little bit rigorous, but I will modify according to whoever's in my space, or in the space. I shouldn't say mine because nothing's really ours, but in the space, in the attic studio is where I teach. And Dharma, when you go to his class in New York, he uses a PowerPoint presentation and says, do this, do this, do this, and then some advanced students are in the front, and some of the poses he can no longer demonstrate, based on his condition. So he'll have one of his teachers, who's usually in the front of the space, to demonstrate a posture. But the classes are very silent. It gives you a chance to go deep into yourself. Gives you a chance to go deep into the postures. And mostly that comes from, he didn't speak English when he came to this country. He is from Brazil and has lived in New York. And that's where a lot of it has come from, is I'll do this. And copying the teacher was always a very big part of his practice, and still is. That's what he teaches, is copy the teacher. So that's what you will see in the class. In our life these days, we're being pulled so deeply away from who we are, the core essence of who we are. And this practice draws us back into who we are. It's rooted deeply into the tradition of yoga. It's not fluffy. It's not gimmicky. It is the truest essence of what yoga has been for centuries and thousands of years. And it's rooted into how do we live that in our everyday life. So the poses are held a little bit longer. In every class you will find a deep relaxation. Relaxation will probably be between 10 to 15 minutes. So it gives you a space to just simply be as you are, without needing to do anything, without that stress of needing to fulfill an obligation. And it will also end with pranayama. So it's really rooted into the 8 limbs of yoga. So the yamas, the niyamas, asana, pranayama, meditation, dhyana, dharana. Right? So ultimately, it will lead you to self-realization if that is what you are seeking. We all are seeking different things, different practices to keep us into a state of balance. But Dharma really emphasizes on the part of Raja Yoga, which is self-realization of how do we merge and become one with that intimate, limitless part of who we are that rests right deep in the center of your chest, right side of your physical heart. right? It's right here. It's always present. And what these gurus, what these teachers have taught us is to guide us into being one with that space, right? It's not so much of bowing at the feet of another. It's having complete reverence, complete respect that what they are saying is true, and that truth radiates. And as we embody that truth can radiate to others. So ultimately, in this lifetime, we are all students. We are all students learning from the same exact space, that void, right? The void of nothing but everything. So in class, that is what we will try to experience, try to open ourselves into, right? The asana practice is a really expansive way to open up the chest, to prepare ourselves for pranayama, to prepare ourselves for meditation, and ultimately to sit in reflection, right? To sit in silence, to be still, to be one, to be ultimate, right? So I really hope that you can come and share and be in the attic studio with me at Yoga Parkside. I teach Monday mornings at 10:30, also Wednesday evenings at 7:45. In the 7:45 class, it might seem a little late, but this practice, Dharma always says better to practice after 6 p.m. asana. It really will help you go to sleep. It will help you rest in that state of relaxation. So try to come and practice and help me as I help you, and we all help each other to become better versions of ourselves. And I really look forward to having you and having you in the space and just sharing this really, really, really powerful practice that has transformed my own personal life and my own personal practice in ways that I never thought could even be possible. So please come and join me and have a beautiful rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching. Namaste.